Have you ever noticed how some answers arrive long after the question has gone quiet, waiting until the asking itself feels unnecessary? There are moments when searching only makes the distance clearer, and watching becomes the slower, truer path. Time has a way of arranging meaning without being asked to hurry. This is one of those stories that asks nothing from you except to stay a while. The place did not announce itself, and neither did the two figures who shared it. One had been there long enough to move as if the ground expected him. The other arrived with the restlessness of someone measuring his life against invisible clocks. They crossed the same space each day, not as teacher and student, but as two lives overlapping without explanation. The older man followed the same patterns without visible effort. He woke early, tended what needed tending, and rested when the light shifted. He did not rush tasks to finish them, nor linger to admire them. The younger man watched these routines quietly, unsure why such ordinary movements held his attention longer than they should have. Sometimes they shared a meal in silence, the kind that does not feel empty. The elder ate slowly, as if listening to something beneath the sounds of the day. The younger man, used to filling pauses with thought, felt the absence of conversation press gently against him. Not uncomfortable, just unfamiliar. Inside the younger man, questions stacked up without finding exits. He thought about paths not taken, decisions delayed, and the quiet fear of standing still too long. He waited for guidance that never came, glancing towards the elder as if patience itself might eventually speak on his behalf. The elder noticed more than he acknowledged. He adjusted small things before they became problems, fixed what broke without complaint, and accepted what could not be changed without visible resistance. These actions repeated so often they became easy to overlook, except the younger man could not seem to forget them. Days passed without ceremony. The younger man felt an urge to prove something, though he could not name what or to whom. He worked harder than necessary, then felt strangely unsatisfied afterwards. The elder continued on, unaffected by pace or comparison, as steady as the weather he never commented on. At night, the younger man replayed small moments he could not explain. The way the elder paused before beginning a task, the way he stopped when tired instead of pushing through. None of it looked like instruction, yet it lingered longer than any advice ever had. There were mornings when the younger man arrived early, hoping to catch something new. Nothing changed. The same gestures, the same silence, the same calm acceptance of the day as it came. Slowly, frustration softened into curiosity, then into something closer to attention. Without deciding to, the younger man began matching his pace to the older one. He rested when work was done instead of searching for more. He noticed his breathing settled during quiet tasks. These shifts happened without announcement, unnoticed until they had already become habits. The elder never commented on these changes. He did not nod in approval or correct missteps. He simply continued being exactly as he was the day before. That consistency, more than anything else, made the younger man feel less hurried by his own thoughts. One afternoon, a small mistake cost time instead of progress. The younger man expected frustration, maybe judgment. Instead, the elder calmly adjusted the work and carried on. No reaction followed, and in that absence, the younger man felt something loosen inside his chest. Gradually, the younger man stopped rehearsing conversations that never happened. He asked fewer questions, not because he knew the answers, but because the need to ask had faded. Observation replaced urgency, and the days felt fuller without becoming heavier. Seasons shifted without remark. The land changed color, routines adapted, and nothing was explained. The elder adjusted naturally, and the younger man followed without realizing he no longer needed permission to do so. Time did what time does, shaping without force. There came a morning when the younger man noticed the quiet before noticing himself. He recognized the steadiness in his movements, the absence of internal noise. It did not feel like achievement, it felt like alignment, though he never used the word. Nothing marked the moment as important, no gesture acknowledged it. The elder continued his routine, and the younger man continued alongside him. Yet something had settled, like dust after long movement, revealing a clearer shape beneath. Eventually, the younger man began preparing for what came next. There was no announcement of departure, no dramatic farewell. He carried forward the rhythm he had learned simply by staying long enough to absorb it. The elder remained, unchanged and unbothered. They shared one last quiet space together, indistinguishable from the many before it. Nothing was exchanged that could be repeated later. What mattered had already been taken in, not through words, but through time and presence. Life continued in its ordinary way. The elder kept his routines. The younger man stepped into his future without urgency. No lesson was carried, only a way of moving through the day that felt steady enough to trust. Some understandings are not remembered as sentences, but as feelings that return when needed. If this moment stayed with you, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. It's often the quiet things that last.